Yeah.
We should just sing.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
I always thought about it like because Justin brought his mic. He opened it up in the house the other day, and it was standing really tall, and I was like,
It's tempting, right?
I want you. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
That was recorded, by the way.
Oh,
so
shit.
we can have that
That's
for the future.
unfortunate.
Hey guys, it's Dustin.
Hey, it's Amanda. Ooh.
Ooh.
They'll never die for me. And for those who've heard our previous podcast, they'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's
Hi.
very funny. Justin's here in the house.
Oh,
Hi,
Justin's
audience.
here too.
Also, Justin, I don't know why I don't introduce myself. People
Well,
just know.
Yeah, they'll know.
I'm right here.
Say more
I'm
in
over
the
here.
podcast, Justin. They all
Talk
say.
more.
You don't want to hear our
Sorry, I'm
bullshit.
the producer. Can't. Got things to do.
So, not a lot has happened. My contract's coming up. I'm looking for more work now for the industry. So, wish me luck, guys. Been applying. Good luck. But nothing else special in terms of that. We had. Did I tell you guys about the building code that they
Yes.
screwed up? Okay, so.
No. Wait, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
we talked about it in the last podcast. God,
Yeah.
fucking Justin, keep up.
Keep
sorry,
up.
sorry.
Even though I'm asking, like, do you guys remember?
Yeah, I'm the
so-
only one with a fucking memory in this group here.
You are actually. It's funny. Just Justin's the producer, but Amanda rings and dings. Oh, what about this
She
that you
rings
said?
and
Oh, what
dings.
about this? You
That's
said?
my middle name and a ring ding nigger.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Ooh, that was nice.
So anyway, the place is a mess. I am a TA for a drawing class, and I was actually a character design. I was in a character design class as well, but now this new term I'm doing both drawing classes because my instructor that I'm TAing for wants me to teach a class because I think she'll be doing something in the summer. So if that goes well, I hope it does because
Cool.
I want them to pay me the right amount for it. For teaching instead of being a TA. But anyway, all that being said, the room that we used to use is being reconstructed for a different room for international students. And like I said in the last
yeah,
podcast,
we did.
they put in a new wall and they took it back out because they didn't have a permit and they fucked up, which was kind of hilarious. So this new term, me and my friend who's the instructor, we're basically going through this fuck around, just going to one classroom to the next classroom. Like it's crazy. Like we're a drawing class. I don't remember what the term is, but there's a certain type of style of drawing that my instructor does within the classroom where you have something in the center and you have tables and chairs around it and you draw as a class. But you can't do that in certain classrooms in the school, like the lecture room, where it's like you have, those standard lecture halls you see in the colleges, like it goes up. It's like a pyramid.
Yes,
And
yes.
That's where they sent us.
It's like bleachers
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They sent us to the lecture
what the
hall
fuck?
for a drawing class.
for a drawing class. And
funny.
so, and because the drawing style is you have a table with something in the middle and everyone's around it, you can understand why
Yes.
that does not work. So we tried our best. There's some very attractive people in that class. Hopefully those people.
So inappropriate.
So hopefully some of those
You
people
are a teacher.
Well, they're all adults. It's not elementary school.
Okay.
And they're all at my age, to be honest, probably.
Pounce.
But that's the predicament. It's been very fun, frustrating. My instructor, she's had enough. She gets fucking worn out by moving things around. She's been sending emails to the campus director. Nothing's been changing. And then we also had another great instructor who left because he's tired of the bullshit. So it's just more of that. Other than that,
Is that our favorite instructor?
it's my favorite. Is that your favorite instructor? Yeah.
Yeah, he's my
Does
favorite.
his name start with a T?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's not that guy.
Starts with an R, right?
No, not him.
Okay.
Oh.
I
No, it
saw
starts
him
with
the other day. He's
Oh,
such a
okay.
nice guy. He still comes in all the time.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, he does. How's he doing?
He's doing good.
Yeah, he's had the last time I saw him. I was catching up with him. He had a display of his art at a place. I don't remember where it was, but it was really great. opportunity for him to show his amazing artwork. And the fire alarm went off, and there was sprinklers that went off. So I was just catching up on him about that, and he said it was okay. I think he managed to have all of his stuff protected. Most of it was covered. So, but that's insane, and I can relate because I've done that before, where I've had shows where I've shown my artwork. If the fire alarm went off and I was there and it got water damage, I too would be displeased.
Yeah.
So I can definitely relate. And my work during the time of presentation was not even nearly as good as his stuff, or intermediate.
Well,
is that the right word?
I think anybody can agree that dry paper and water do not mix.
They do
No, they don't.
mix.
But that's it on my end. Anything?
Cool.
I don't know.
I almost did that at home, actually.
Really?
I found, so there were Doritos, and there was a little small Dorito chip. And I was like...
The story of the small Dorito chip.
I was like, I wonder what would happen if I set this on fire. So I set it on fire.
You set a Dorito chip on fire in our new place? Hopefully our landlord won't hear that.
It's just a classic playing with fire situation.
It's not good.
I've done a lot.
So what happened to the little Dorito chip?
Well, the
pyro.
little Dorito
It was little.
chip, it burned all the way until it got close to my fingers, and then I blew it out, and I threw it in the garbage, and then I started to smell bad things. So I opened all the windows.
I was a pyro when I was a kid.
Pyromaniac.
Yeah, I would light things on fire all the time. And my mom would come downstairs. She's like, I smell something. I smell it. What were you fucking doing, Dustin? And then sometimes I would get the spanking.
I'd like to believe his mom actually sounds like that.
Oh, she does.
Dustin.
I love her. Have you... Oh, well, I think we should get on politics for a bit. Have you guys heard about the testimony of Zuckerberg?
Yes,
Mark Zuckerberg.
I can't stand him. Just the look of him
really?
bugs me.
I've watched the...
He looks like a bug.
I've listened to the whole 5 hours of the first testimony.
That's
Did you?
insane.
Yeah, and then I'm listening to the second day. It's important, very important, because we're not only talking about Facebook. We're talking about free speech, social media,
That's true.
and how that is regulated through the United States and possibly Canada.
Yeah.
I find it very concerning, and so I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to know more about it.
You should explain it, though, like, for more context. Like, so what's going on?
Yeah. Okay. So what happened basically is there was I don't know the name of it. But there was this company that took private information. The third party took private information off of Facebook and used it without anybody's approval. And so so basically this is how it went specifically. So Facebook, this guy, I think his name was Gregory. I could be wrong. Sorry for using the wrong terms. He did a survey. He was doing a whole bunch of surveys. He gathered information. He gave it to this third party company, and then they used it for political usage. So in terms of politics and voting and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's very dangerous when you have a large sum of information on a collective group of people that have certain similar values or different opinions and values. You can find that all on Facebook. You could just ask the question, who would you vote for, or
Right.
what is your view? And that's a huge thing, because then you could send advertisements their way to persuade them.
Facebook has become such a huge platform for so many things that
Yes.
I can see why it's such a big deal.
And Zuckerberg's defense isn't really a defense. It's just Facebook is a technology company. It is a way to connect people together, and I love that, and I support it 100%. What I don't support is exploitation of people's information, and I think the document that you have to accept when you log into Facebook for the first time, with all of the terms and conditions, that needs to be laid out a little bit clearer so people can understand it. And I think that's what everyone, I think that's what the courts are trying to get to with him, based off of what I've heard so far. But it's quite dangerous.
I wonder, sorry to interrupt, I wonder if he anticipated how big Facebook would get back when he started it. When did he start? I think it was 2005?
2004.
Ooh, the year I graduated high school.
Oh. Yeah,
That's
and he
sad.
was in college with a small group of people.
Ago.
I think it was like 2 of them actually that started it.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the Facebook movie on Netflix?
I never actually saw that.
What's it called? Social networking?
I think so. Social network? Maybe.
Yeah. It was a good one. I liked it.
Yeah, it's really good.
And here's the thing that's concerning me, because Zuckerberg talked about hate speech, and that is the main.
I watched that part.
That is a big issue for me, because
me too.
hate speech, in my opinion, does not exist.
Okay, so what exactly is hate speech?
Hate speech is a form of speech
that incites violence.
That incites violence.
Okay.
I don't think any type of speech should be categorized as hate speech, because I believe in free speech. That's what I believe. If someone calls me a faggot, I can call them an asshole fuckhead back, and I believe I have the right, and I don't care what he says back to me. I think free speech is part of
hate speech is part of free speech.
A free country. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe. It's the First Amendment in the United States, and I believe it should be part of Canada as well. Now, and my thing is I understand it, that it's like it's something it's really hard for some people to grasp their hands around. But I think what we're doing is we're forgetting that we're in a free country, and we're forgetting that if we start limiting free speech, then we're going to start having some issues. I don't know what those issues are, but that's kind of the issue.
It's scary. Like, imagine living in a country where you don't have free speech. Like, that's so huge.
I feel like if I have issues with transgender people in terms of the bathroom, or in terms of telling kids that they're transgender, I have an issue with that, and I have the right to say it. I don't want to be called sexist, racist, blah, blah, blah. But I really support free speech. Any type of speech is speech in my mind. Hate speech is a way to try to deteriorate that sort of thing. What incites violence is action. I think if I'm going to punch you, if I say I'm going to punch you, that's a type of speech that I wouldn't allow, I guess, to a certain degree, if the person's actually going to punch you.
Well, I guess that is hate speech then. Like,
that is. But I'm talking about in the moment, if not on the computer saying I'm going to kick your ass when you don't. Right. You're just a 13-year-old with anger management problems.
So you think it should be on the computer in person? Because I think I agree with you. I don't think that if you say anything online, it's online. It doesn't matter.
Here's the example. You have Katie Hopkins, who was in. It was a discussion out in I don't know where it was, but it was outdoors, and she was surrounded by Muslims, and she was saying, I don't want you in my country. I don't believe in your religion. And that's intense, but that's free speech. And all of these men weren't attacking her. They were just commenting back, saying, you have no right to say this, you're racist, you're bigoted.
Right.
That dialogue should be allowed. People should be able to say their mind. Now, if someone in that discussion was like, I'm going to fucking stab you, and then starts stabbing her, or doesn't stab her but has a knife, and he says that, it's like, okay, back up, let's stop.
Yeah. Me and Dustin talk about this all the time. What do you think?
Yeah,
Amanda?
what's your view on that? Because I think it's different, is it not? Isn't it something?
I don't know.
Well, here's an example. I already said it. In Twitter, there was a Twitter incident where someone posted something on Twitter that was offensive to someone else. He was put into jail for 3 days.
Right.
That's concerning. And I think that's why this whole testimony about Facebook is so important, because that's what I want to be talked about. I don't want, oh, well, we should put more regulations in it, or we should take less. I just want an understanding that there could be a huge issue with that. But that's all I have to say about it. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, for me, it's like, there's just so many fine lines, and like, it's just so easy to.
It's very difficult to figure out.
Yes, and I feel like if you're really, really passionate about it, don't involve yourself in it at all.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you're going to be that, butthurt about things, then maybe don't go online and read these things, or don't engage in arguments online. Don't
engage face to face.
Exactly.
There are platforms to do that. They have those all the time. They have people who come in for debates. They have people who come in for questioning, to talk. That's what it's for. I think, I truly believe most of the time where you see you're a faggot or you're an asshole or that online is mostly when you're dealing with 13-year-old kids. And that I might be assuming on a wide scale, but I believe that. I mean, I used to play on my on an Xbox with my friend's Xbox with Call of Duty, and most of the time people calling slurs were these little children. And these adults would be like, can you stop? We're trying to play a video game, as ironic as that sounds. But that's kind of what I've come into terms with. There was an incident with the Sinclair broadcast station where all of these broadcast stations from MSNBC to Fox, all of these local, keyword local newscast stations, not the big ones.
And this is left and right.
This is more so right, but some left, but essentially both. Had a one script to read, and all of them said the same thing. So if you guys type up Sinclair, you could watch it yourself. It's terrifying. And one of their main talking points was about lies and fake news on social media, and that was really concerning. And I feel like there's this attack on social media that's more important than right-wing manipulates America for Trump. It's like, no, that's not what it's about. Both parties are doing this. This is serious, and we have to hear what the message was. What is the message that's been talked about specifically? So that's kind of my thing, and that's why I think this is so important, this testimony with Facebook, because it has to relate in some regard. I posted that video on Facebook with the Sinclair broadcast, and they took it down, and I'm not conflating that with Facebook. What I'm conflating is...
They took down something you posted?
Yeah, they took down that video.
How scary is that?
I just think it's a concern about social media being screwed up, even though Facebook was the one who took down my video. It's kind of ironic. It's like the very thing that's trying to screw you guys over, it's proving that it's wrong, you're taking down. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I understand Facebook has to be non-biased, of course. So, yeah. So it's a huge thing, in my opinion. I want to figure out, was it Cambridge
University?
Something. Yeah, that took all this information. So it's funny because a lot of the people that were questioning Zuckerberg had no idea what technology is.
Yeah.
I mean, they were asking very silly questions.
I watched a video from the Young Turks, and they just pointed out all of the ignorance. Like there's the one guy who asked like the same question over and over again. He's like, will you give me the ability to choose what happens with my data, or like to choose if I can take my data away from like public eyes, or if I can put it in another platform? And then Zuckerberg was just like, yeah, you can already do that. And he said it like 5 times. Like, they have no idea.
Yeah. There's some people that hit on the spot for me. One gentleman in particular, he said, can you, Facebook, Zuckerberg, can you take information from Facebook and use it for yourself? Can you accumulate information? And he stuttered a bit, and he said, no, or like that would be a breach of security.
Yeah.
But he did in the end said, yes, it is possible, hypothetically. Oh. And that's where I have concerns, because it's like, I've been thinking about that lately. You have your phone; it knows exactly where you are.
He's like God in a way.
It's that, but he doesn't.
Omniscient.
But he can't, because it would be a breach of security, right? So
can't and won't is a different thing.
Yeah,
I agree.
There's a lot of things I can't do, but I still do. Come on.
Wait, no, that's the opposite.
No, opposite. There's a lot of things I won't do, but I
still can.
But I still can. You can't. If you say can't, it's 100%
okay.
obsolete. If you won't, that means you're choosing not to.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I shouldn't do.
Yes.
But I do anyway.
But that's what's so scary about that, because then, that's a huge amount of power you can have. And I think that's what they were trying to talk. All those like pointless questions that they were asking did have a meaning, and that was what that was. So I think those questions were valid. I think they should have maybe all talked together and maybe come up with more of a variety of questions. That would have been great. But essentially, that's the main idea. I don't like the Young Turks anyway to begin with. They're kind of biased. So
I don't like them either.
They are biased. They've said it already.
I mean, which is fine, because all news anchors are biased.
Essentially,
usually,
yeah, you would have to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So that's my point on that.
News.
Crazy. That Sinclair thing is definitely creeped me out, though. It is really creepy. It's like it almost is kind of like the Matrix. They play all of the videos at the same time, and they're all saying the exact same lines. Yeah, so if you check it out. But that's it for me. Just politics.
Fun politics.
Yeah. Maybe it's Cambridge University.
I have no idea. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. Something in Europe. Anyway, so you've been job searching, Justin.
Yeah, let's totally switch the conversation. Switch! Okay, that was an important thing to talk about. Just before we leave that, actually, it's really funny, just to bring this back to customer service, because I work in the bar sometimes, I overhear people talking about politics, and it gets fucking crazy.
Yeah. That's why I actually really don't like talking about politics. I feel like it's always going to turn into something heated.
Because it's so polarizing. Like, somebody's always going to disagree with you. Yeah. And oftentimes, people will aggressively disagree with you.
Yeah.
I like people.
My God. I mean, you guys have checked out comment sections of anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah.
The most innocent thing. You'll have somebody and there'll be huge disagreements and huge debates.
Yeah.
I don't believe in bunny trimming.
Yeah.
That's a disgrace on humanity. We are not making any more quilts with those bunnies.
That's not funny.
I actually appreciate someone to disagree with me intellectually. That would be cool. I mean, I'm not intellectual to a degree that I want to be, but I would love for someone to have a debate with me intellectually. I
love a good debate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just hate people going like, it's my guns. And I hate people going like, all these children have been killed and we need to stop. It's like it's both sides. I can't take it.
Yeah.
Both sides are ridiculous. One's emotional, one's like stupid.
Yeah.
And
we should have a live debate on the podcast one day.
Oh,
how fun would that be?
Very fun.
We could start our new show. In America, it's not easy, but it is possible to have your own network and to start doing debates and stuff. It takes a lot of work, though.
Is it harder in Canada?
Well, I think so. It's I wouldn't know, to be honest. I mean, Lauren Southerns has been able to do stuff.
Love Lauren Southern.
To make her own. I think she's solo now. She's doing her own thing.
Oh yeah, because she was with Rebel Media for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if she still is.
But anyway, yeah.
Anyways.
Anything interesting at your work, Amanda?
Not really. I'm kind of curious to hear about Justin's job search.
Job search with Justin.
Job search with Justin.
Okay, so I quit my other job, but I'm still like working there casually, kind of. But I've had so much time off. Like this last week, I only worked 2 days. And then this week, I'm only working 3 days. So I have a lot of days off. So I've gotten all over the place. And I got a few interviews. I just came from one today. I was telling Amanda and Dustin about it. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I really just want to say the name.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to. It's well, because if I get it, then I can't talk about it. It's more of an upper class restaurant, which kind of intimidates me, to be honest.
I don't know about that, Justin. I mean, yeah, of course, it's upper class, but it's just another restaurant. But the thing is about this restaurant is it's good food, good drinks, and it's got a really good reputation.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you mean. It's not like some
Justin goes through this though. He kind of gets very inferior when it comes to better, more up to par restaurants.
I just get really intimidated, I think. Well, because I'm pretty new to serving still. Like I've only, it's been on and off for like a year and a half.
Really? You're pretty good at it. I don't think you should. I mean, new is like 2 months.
Okay, yeah. I'm still like intermediate then. I'm not an expert.
I don't know how you're an expert in serving. I think you're just either bad or good.
Well, if you've been doing it for like years and years.
Like when I think of expert, I think of like, hi, welcome to our restaurant. Can I give you a napkin and a complimentary cookie? You've been a really great customer today. Thank you so much. Like I just think of that. Like what?
And that's not somewhere I want to work either. I don't want to work in a place like that.
Like I don't know.
I don't know. I think it just comes down to like confidence. Like I still don't feel
and who you are. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all internal. Like I still get nervous. like almost every day that I go to work.
Yeah.
Which is,
and you know
so
what?
Annoying.
Think of that. That's like teaching you to be more. It's like a graph, like that's going up. Like you're just like getting your skin
as long as
thicker,
it's going
thicker,
up.
thicker. It can't go any other way.
Well,
if you're scared, if you're like afraid, the only option for you is to go through it, unless you're. Like, you know.
Also, this is like this job that you're at right now is the first place you've worked at doing this kind of work. So I think that once you get into a second job doing the same kind of work, you'll probably feel a little bit more like, okay.
That's a good point.
Learning curves are a pain in the ass, but
they are. Oh my God, I hate them. But it's okay. No, I've been wanting to change for a while. So because it's either this job or another job, which they've like basically offered me the job, that it's just not official yet.
Oh yeah. If you went in for, so this place that you had an interview at today was your third interview?
Yeah, it was my third one.
And I've actually had interviews like that, and every time I've been asked for a second or third interview, I get the job, and that's usually what it means. It's just them wanting. Yeah, I think you pretty much have it. Why else would they call you in 3 times?
Yeah,
it's just so that they can all meet you, I guess.
That's true.
I have no idea why they do that, but I've never ever had to go in for a job interview 2 or 3 times and not get the job. Okay. What a waste of your time.
I have actually gone in for 2 interviews and I haven't gotten the job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking dicks.
I know. It's like, way to lead me on. Thank you. I think that same thing happened to you, Dustin.
Interviews.
What?
I think it was at the Keg. You got 2 interviews, right? You got 2 interviews in. Are you getting a phone call?
I was angry about that. Because he told me...
Oh, did you apply at the Keg? I didn't know that.
I did.
Oh, wow.
So this is what happened. 2 years ago.
I
didn't care. I wanted to be a server, kitchen. I didn't give a shit. And they were like... The guy, the head in the kitchen... I remembered his name, but I forgot about it.
Fuck. Speaking of the Keg, I want another one of those daiquiris.
Let's go after this.
Oh my God, we should.
Daiquiri. And we could get you a blanket.
Shut up. That's not uncommon.
And so... The guy, I think I told you this, Amanda, but the guy was literally told me, you can probably not go out and apply for any more jobs because you're probably going to get this. And I said, okay, cool, awesome. Second interview went well. He just asked me a bunch of questions. And that was it. Nothing else. Didn't hear from them. They didn't call. Nothing. And I was like, what the fuck? So I didn't know that happened to you. You had 2 interviews?
It was 2 years ago. You remember that time when both of us were looking for jobs?
It happened to you too?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have forgot.
At this same place, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Shields.
But we'll see. I don't know. It seemed, I'm pretty confident.
I think it sounds promising.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not the Keg either, so.
No. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on in my life. I'm not really working very much, so I don't really have any stories.
I just think when it comes, we can make a theme for this. When it comes to confidence, I think that's maybe essential for any job position that you're going into, essentially. I mean, it's okay to be afraid of what you're doing, but fake it till you make it is a very good thing to practice when you're in your first couple of weeks, because in reality, you are scared. You have to accept that. You're like, holy shit, new learning curve. What am I going to do? And then you just have to fake it. And then eventually weeks later, you're like, oh yeah, this isn't bad. Yeah. And you're not faking it. You're like, oh yeah, this is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And so a lot of people, and that has to do with confidence and having your first impressions, right? I was talking with one of my, I was talking with one of my management team directors today, and I was apologizing because I was working on things that were just taking forever. And he was like, no, you're fine. You've been pursuing what you've been trying your best and doing excellent, and you're fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad we're on par with that, because I really thought I was falling behind. It's just like tomorrow's my last day, so I have to make sure I have everything done. So, it's frustrating. And I don't know. It's just one of those things. I just hope I get something soon. Like, if I get a couple weeks of break, that would be sweet. And then pick up at another studio or do something else. I was trying to do the design, try to go into design at that studio.
Like character design?
No, just design. So concept art, designing. Gotcha. Yeah, so the 2D stuff. And maybe that could take me somewhere, but I'll keep you guys up to date for that. But confidence, just for listeners, that's probably a really good thing. Confidence is essential. Fake it till you make it is a completely okay tactic to use.
Yeah.
As long as you're not faking it to make it the entire time you're working there, we're talking like 4 or 5 years, then you're okay. Just do it for the first couple weeks. It's scary, show that you're confident about it. Cry in a bathroom if you have to. Go into the closet and hyperventilate. It's okay.
Have you ever cried at work?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which what? Thanks.
Do you like that?
That's nice.
Yeah, right back at
I'm
ya.
really attracted to you right now. Finding it hard not to just come on over there. Are you talking about your current job? You've cried there, or you mean just like at work in general? What was the question, Justin? At work in general?
Yeah, in general.
I've cried
for sure.
I've cried at a job, but I feel uncomfortable sharing with the two of you and this podcast where I've cried.
Oh, it's a mystery.
Yeah, leave it at a mystery. I'm being halfway honest. I've cried. The only time I've cried at movies were 3 times. One of them was they did that. There was a movie. You know those documentaries that turn into a movie of someone? It's a biography of someone. Yes. It was the guy who played the piano, the blind black man. He was very famous. He played jazz, and he was amazing at it. But he was blind, and I think he played the saxophone too.
I don't think I know who you're talking
Anyway,
about.
when he was a kid, his sibling drowned. And he was there and he watched the whole thing. And so so that's the start of the movie. The whole movie prolongs. You get to the end, he's like doing drugs and shit and blah, 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 blah. He's recognized by thousands and thousands of people, but now he's in a rehabilitation center for drug addiction. And he's at his bed and he's drug addiction, you're in your bed, you're like, kill me. And at the moment, there's his younger sibling standing there saying, it wasn't your fault. Oh. It's okay. And I was like, it wasn't your fault. It was so, and I was like maybe 12 when I watched that. I understood that fully. And I'm just sitting there crying in my silence, just like, and so that funny. I want to find the name of that movie. And then the second movie was Brave.
I've never seen it.
There's just a part where the life of the mother's eyes leaves the bear as the girl.
Oh, sorry,
watching.
I have seen that. Yeah,
and that killed me. And then there was one more I can't remember.
The Notebook.
No,
I've never seen that either.
Just kidding.
Are you though?
Not really.
You cried, didn't you?
I did. The Notebook. I did. I cried.
What made you cry?
Not the first time. The second time. I want to know. I think that like dementia and Alzheimer's is super sad. Yes. Honestly, I fear losing a parent or a loved one to that over cancer, because having somebody that you know so well or have known your whole life look at you and not know who you are, I think that's just so sad.
It's unimaginable until it happens to you.
Yeah.
I hope it never happens to me.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest fears, to happen to myself and to happen to someone that I'm close to.
So what did you actualize the movie the second time? Like what happened?
I don't know. Like, everybody always talks about The Notebook and how it's the saddest movie and it's the most romantic movie and it's the sweetest movie. I watched it the first time and I was just like, I don't know. Like,
oh, so it was the hype.
It was the hype. Yeah. And then I watched it again and I can't remember why or where I was or when it was, but I watched it a second time and I thought, oh my God, like, it's a really sweet movie. Like, it's a genuinely sweet romance, love story. So
that's nice.
I can be a bit of a sap sometimes.
Yeah.
Have you cried in other?
I cry every time I watch Titanic. Every time. I can't not cry. It's such a sad fucking movie, and it's a true story. The true story thing always fucking gets me.
Yeah, me too. Because
it actually happened. It's not fiction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the conspiracy theories about the Titanic?
Oh, I'm sure there's tons.
I think they believe that it wasn't an iceberg. It was actually a bomb.
Whoa.
That exploded in the bottom of the Titanic.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like they see metal poking outward on the ship instead of inward.
Oh, fuck.
But that could just be due to warpage in the water.
Right.
Who knows, right?
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
I just thought that was interesting.
Anyway,
it's more. The movie, if the true story, it's very sad, and I wouldn't want to change it, but it would be very interesting if.
Oh yeah.
Anything otherwise. Conspiracy theories, I think, are meant to like make people's imaginations go wild and think at a deeper level, even though that it might not be true. I think that's how it works, but I don't know. Have you ever cried on any movie?
Me?
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
What ones?
Oh my God, this is kind of embarrassing, but do you know that TV show Extreme Makeover Home Edition?
Oh no!
Are you kidding me?
There was
like every stereotype typical American.
What in the world made you cry?
Okay, so I was watching it alone, first of all. Which...
They put a ramp in the house, Bobby! They put a ramp in the house for you to go up in your wheelchair!
No, nothing like that. So it was a family of like...
There's an elevator later.
It was
Okay,
like 10, like 6 siblings or something like that, like a big family.
Yeah.
And they were all like morbidly obese, like all of them. And then
Were you like, I'm so glad I'm not like that?
no, but
I
both.
watch my 600-pound life to myself feel better sometimes. Or Intervention. I'm like, oh, at least I'm not that far gone. I seriously
That's
go late at night
reassuring.
on YouTube. Those are my 2 go-tos: Intervention and my 600-pound life.
That's awesome.
I'll watch those and I'll just be like, oh, it could be so
You ever
much
watch
worse.
those baked?
It could be so much worse. What?
Have you ever watched those baked?
Baked?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That would be scary seeing a fat person.
These people are like scary fat. Like
Yeah.
it's like, how did you
Like
even get to
they
that
need
point?
They
Yeah.
need a second person to.
Oh yeah,
lift
they
up their
can't. They
fat
can't
to
live on their
wash.
own. Like they
Oh,
can't take
God.
care of
I can't
themselves.
even imagine.
I can't either. It's like
That's a nightmare. That's not even like.
And
That's nightmare.
That's not even like a discrimination thing. That's like an actual fear that I have for my life.
oh wow. I don't know.
You cried.
But that's not the reason I cried.
Oh okay,
It
yeah.
was
Sorry. Back
because,
to why you cried about some home
honestly,
renovation
I don't
show?
even know why I cried. It was just both of their
It was
parents.
an emotional day for you.
All of their parents. Sorry, all of them. Why is this a weird sentence to say? Their mother and their father. They were all siblings. Died like weeks apart from each other, just like all of a sudden. So just like this big family, and all of a sudden both of their parents are dead, and then they couldn't.
No way.
Yeah, it's probably not true because I don't
What?
think anything's really true in that show. But they were so happy in the end, and fat people get me. I don't know. I just feel for them, and I just cried. I was alone watching it on YouTube. I just bawled my eyes out.
Not what to you crying. Sorry, I should clarify. But like,
Sure, just the-
both parents died.
yeah.
How did they die?
I don't even remember. It's
There's
probably
no
like cancer or
fucking way
something.
that-
Their
That's
heart
real.
gave up. There's only so much the heart can take.
Cholesterol.
This was my last burger.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's only so
no.
many fried foods that freaking heart can take.
True.
Gabriel Iglesias in his comedy
He's funny.
bit, he said he would want to die eating cake if that was his choice.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I wouldn't choose cake.
What
What, I don't know
choose?
what I
What
would
would you
choose.
choose?
Ice cream?
Pasta.
Oh,
Bread.
Oh, yeah,
My
the
mom's homemade
Italian-
focaccia.
The Italian in you would make sense.
Yeah.
pizza.
Oh,
Oh God.
yeah. It wouldn't be cake though.
No, I don't even
No,
like
because
cake.
the thing is I like cake, but I can only have a few bites and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
See, if I was going to have something I was going to have before I die, I'd want to have it for I mean, this is coming from somebody who fucking had an eating disorder, so I enjoy eating. Like, I enjoy something that takes a long time to eat.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have something that's going to make me full after 2 bites or make me sick of it. I want to have something that I can
yeah.
enjoy for a while. So yeah, I'm going to go for something like bread or pasta. I'm just
Sauciness and
I'm a
like,
swine.
savory.
yeah.
That's actually a really great choice.
Have you guys ever watched, now that we're talking about weird shows, have you guys ever watched TLC's My Strange Addiction?
Yes.
Oh
I have
man,
seen some.
I really wonder about how much of that is true.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
some chick is addicted to eating fiberglass, and another person's addicted to eating like mothballs. Like I don't know,
And
like
the powder,
Blah.
the powdered laundry detergent.
Yeah.
Like I remember
Oh,
watching it. She'd be like this, and you could
gross.
hear the crunch in her teeth. She was like, "Ush,
Ew.
ush, ush."
well, no, I mean they're actually consuming these things, but I don't get how it's addicting.
I don't get it.
Some girl drinks nail polish out of the bottle. It's really weird.
Throwback to 2 episodes ago. There's a girl that's addicted to eating foam.
Yeah,
Fucking gross.
What?
foam,
Or like mattress foam. I don't know.
disgusting.
mattress foam. Yeah,
Yeah.
not like you know,
Not
not like
fiberglass foam.
extra foamy cappuccino.
Oh
Can
yeah.
I get an extra foamy cappuccino?
This is the
that
best.
froth.
What's the difference between a cappuccino and a latte? What do you say when people ask you that?
Yeah.
This is what I
fuck
say.
Yourself.
I say that
I
a
don't even know.
cappuccino is just foamier. That's
Okay.
it. And a latte is wetter. You have a little bit of foam on the top.
I just say
mostly
yeah.
milk.
I just say there's more foam.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that the honest truth though? Is that the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have this guy, Mario, the guy from Colombia.
There's
Luigi?
literally no difference.
There's no
not
difference.
a lot of difference with any of the drinks that we make. It's really
Oh my
just
God.
more foam or less foam. Or
And
more
then the way
milk
that the
or less
shot
milk.
is put on the drink. Like macchiato means to mark in Italian. So you put
Oh.
the shot on top. So anything that says macchiato means the espresso goes in last, whereas the latte, a cappuccino, anything.
Yum, yum.
The
Yum, yum,
espresso
yum,
goes
yum,
in
yum,
first.
yum.
But
Affogato is on top as well.
affogato, yeah, but that's with
for
ice cream.
ice Yeah, and so we put
on
it's for
top
ice
of the
cream, and then
Frappuccino.
we
Avocado.
No, affogato.
avocado, and we
It's like
instead of ice cream,
it's like
the whipped cream.
avocado and fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
How do you feel
Affogato.
about making those iced cappuccinos?
I don't mind them.
I love making them when I worked at Tim Hortons. Ice caps.
Yeah, but
They're different.
how do you
right?
make them?
You have to make the foam in a blender.
Oh.
But otherwise, it's just like making an iced latte, but then you have to make the foam in a blender, and it's cold, and then you just pour it on top.
Okay.
It's really not that bad. What was I going to say? Oh, Mario.
Yeah.
He is a regular. He always comes in and he gets either a double tall wet cappuccino or a triple grande wet cappuccino. Why don't you just get a triple grande latte or a double tall latte? Because that's basically what a wet cappuccino is. It's a latte.
Right.
It's got a little bit of foam on the top, and it's mostly milk. Why are you bothering calling it a cappuccino? I guess it just sounds cooler.
Yeah, he probably just has no idea.
Double
I used
tall
to
dry.
make him a wet cappuccino, and he would
Make
be
it
like,
wet.
Make it wetter than that.
I used to make him a wet cappuccino, and
I
he'd
actually
be
really like him. He's a nice
he would
guy.
be like, "Oh, it's like a latte. Look at this as you lift it up," and I'm like,
He does sound like that.
I'm like, no, I made you a cappuccino wet. That is not a latte. And he's like, look at that, it's not the wet, it's not the wet. And I'm
Oh,
like,
he
oh my
knows
god.
all about
and so
it.
I don't make it a wet cap latte. I just make it a fucking cappuccino, and then it's good enough. Like just a regular cappuccino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's what he wants. He doesn't want it wet.
No, he just
That's funny.
I always make it wet.
Maybe
Well,
he just
how-
likes you.
But how much foam do you put in the cup? Like 2 quarters?
Yeah.
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 That's what I do now. Yeah. Or not now, what I did before. Past tense!
Past!
Past it!
Pass the gravy, Doris!
Doris, can you pass the gravy? I need it, please. Yes, Daniel, I'll go grab that for you. Just give me a couple ticks and a termite, all right?
And a termite.
That went off to a lovely.
I feel like
That took a lovely little turn, didn't it?
Lovely.
It's like a
Didn't it?
little turn.
Didn't it?
The reason why I'm really tired right now is it's fucking hot in here.
Take off your clothes. Easy.
I don't know how you're surviving, Amanda.
Yeah, you always wear a jacket. You crazy.
Am I wearing a jacket right now?
I don't know. I can't see you. I'm in the other room.
She's not wearing a jacket.
I'm wearing a jacket, but there's nothing underneath it.
Oh,
So.
fuck.
Just
Tell me
Take
more.
it off. Take it off.
fine.
Remember that time
Can
you
you
just
hear
had
the
your
zip?
bra on?
Yeah, I did.
Remember you just had your bra on?
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was a fun
How
day.
you? That's brave.
That was
That's
like the
brave.
second episode, I think.
Oh man,
Good
that was-
time.
Did I tell you guys about... Okay, so I told you last week in the episode last week that I had this stress test for my heart and
Yes.
stuff. Right.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So when I went after the stress test, like the treadmill test, I went in to see the doctor. So as I'm waiting to see the doctor, a woman comes in and does another EKG, which is like they set you up and then they take a quick little picture of your heart.
Yeah.
So she's I don't know if I told this last time, but she's putting all this stuff on me and she goes, oh, she's like, yeah, I can tell you this. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I can tell this isn't your first EKG. And I was just like, what? What do you mean? Like, I've had a couple in the hospital, but that's about it. And she's like, well, you're not wearing a bra. You're wearing a
Right.
big T-shirt. And I was like, oh, that's just me every day. And I'm like, you see my
what I
breast.
like.
You see my breasts, right? Like, you see that I have nothing here. But actually, I was just talking to my boyfriend the other day, and I was like, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror the other day, and I was like, yeah, I got something going on. I got a little something.
Are they
something here.
growing?
Well, they're not like they're. See, when I explain, when I describe my breasts, and when I think of my breasts, I think of like a wall, like
Oh my
literally
God.
a flat wall. But I'm not. I'm not. They're actually quite nice.
You know what's
They're
funny?
good little handfuls.
Like,
and
it's-
Cole was like, "That's what I've been telling you," and I was like, it's not bad.
It sounds so fucking weird, and I might regret saying this, but my mom's breasts actually increased in size. While
Did she get fat?
she got a little fat, but
Oh.
so
Sorry to
I
your
don't know.
mom
You never
if
know.
she's listening.
They might get larger.
Well,
Oh,
really.
they might, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they're
Did you
not
get a
as.
breast surgery?
I would never.
Get
Why?
that boob job.
Well, I would never want to put something foreign in my body like that to increase the risk of an infection.
I just think of like you're putting some sort of like a fucking Muslim in your breasts when you say foreign, or an Asian.
Put an Oriental little lady in my boob.
Oh, that's too racist.
But yeah,
Sorry.
like I'm not really a big fan of looking at myself naked, but I caught myself the other day in the mirror and I was like, oh, okay, I got something to work with here. Like, it's not too bad.
I got something to work.
I got something.
I looked at my penis the other day and I said, "Oh, I
Wow.
got something to work with too."
Well, I hope so. That's all you got.
Yeah,
at least women have the vag, and then we have the breasts. What else do we have? We have the ass. We have a few things we can work with, you know. But dudes, they just have the dick. That's it.
Yeah. Well, they have the body too, which
No,
but it's not like
I know you're lying. You know that's
like,
the truth. You want to feel the fucking.
That's true. I'm talking about things that get people off, though.
Like
so your
landmarks.
ass can get a guy off. A woman's ass, women's vagina, and women's breast can get a guy off, but only a man's dick can get a woman off.
No, I disagree.
I don't know. Some girls like ass.
No, for sure. But will it get us? But will it get us off?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not a girl. I don't know.
No. Let me tell you, it's like from a girl. No.
I'm transgender, and I believe that I have the right to talk about what a woman feels like.
You're transgendered?
Yes.
Surprise.
No.
Thanks for laughing at my trans.
Then again, I've never seen your dick, so it's possible.
Not yet. Maybe on the 21st. Maybe at our party.
So inappropriate.
Amanda just is wanting to see my penis. She wants to see my cock. I know.
Don't say that.
I really don't.
Okay.
Anyway, but let's touch on the 21st really quickly.
Sure.
We're going to have one more podcast before that. But my birthday's coming up.
Do you want a 4G?
And then Dustin's birthday is coming up right after mine. So we're going to do like a joint birthday party. So we're getting everybody together, and it's going to be exciting. And we're going to do it at Bait. I shouldn't say what we're going to do it. I don't want anybody to come stalk us.
Yeah, don't stop. Bates
It's
Motel.
called Bait Mide.
We're going to do it somewhere that's amazing, and we're going to get everybody together, and I'm hoping there's going to be like 15 or 20 of us.
I hope so.
It's going to be a lot of us, but you know what, honestly, as long as certain people show up, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I got to figure out why the fuck I'm getting tired lately. I think I need to go to bed earlier because I want to prepare for it, you know? Like I don't want to be like...
That was so random, but true. I think as you get older, you realize
it's
how
not
important.
Random. It's relevant to the situation. I just want to be like, I want to have a lot of energy when I'm there instead of being like,
oh, I see.
Oh, good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you better not do that again.
Especially.
I got so mad at you the last time. Do you remember?
Well, that was because
you're not working the next day though, so there's no excuse.
That was actually because I wasn't feeling good.
Oh, that's right. You were sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing it on the Saturday, so you're off the next day. Yay. Yeah. But I get what you mean, and I think as you get older, you realize how important sleep is. Like, I remember when I was your age and younger than you, it was like, if I missed a night of sleep, big deal, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
But, you know, you're working.
I actually have always found that it's a pain in the ass. Even when I was younger, I'm like, no, I think, like, in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I could have done better with 2 hours of extra sleep.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing for me.
Oh, not for me. Only since I've been older now. That I'm like, sleep is my favorite thing.
When I get older.
But you're literally turning 24.
Yay!
That's so young.
24 is my whore.
I was just about to say, that means you're almost a quarter way dead. But I think
so what am I?
That human beings are probably going to live to be like 200. Like, I think that...
Well, I believe in heaven.
Crazy.
I believe in heaven because I'm a Christian, so good luck with you too.
Yeah, but like your physical body on this earth will probably live to be like older than 100.
Oh God, I got to stop making those jokes.
Could
you imagine
so funny.
if I were secular and the Christian came up to me like, well, I'm going to be living a lot longer than you.
Oh, that's horrible.
Like, fuck you.
So wait. So technically, if you go to heaven, you're still living?
Well, okay. So how it works? So. How it works is we have a spirit.
Yeah.
And that is what goes on. Okay.
So
it's not your flesh. Your flesh is what is sinful. It's your flesh is moving you on to sinful things. Your spirit actually is in correlation with God, Jesus.
So are you your spirit or are you your body?
Well, here it works both ways. So mostly your flesh.
Okay.
And then when
your spirit never dies.
When you pray, when you worship, when you read your word or whatever you do, that's fulfilling your spirit. It's like food. It's kind of like nourishment, actually. So when I decide to eat vegetables or when I decide to eat fruits for my body, that's nourishment. What are you looking at?
I want to post this to our Instagram, but I don't think I'm allowed to.
What is it?
It's this. Sorry to like change.
It wasn't really important.
There's the Inspiration Lab. There's like a little manual of like how to work the machines and stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy who's singing on the mic, he's the guy that works here.
Oh,
do you
that's
see?
hilarious.
I don't know if you can see. Oh, I just think that's funny. Anyway,
talk about fucking self-promotion.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to do it somehow.
True.
So should we wrap it up?
I guess so. Did we talk about customer service at all?
We did. Yeah, we did. I think
we did.
Well, we didn't talk about customer service completely. We kind of just went around the ballpark
can kiss my ass.
of like work in general.
Okay.
You know?
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. We are here Saturday nights, and we're doing our stand-up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have a convention coming
Invite
up.
all your friends.
We're going to be seeing all of you guys.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Looking at him like, huh?
Did we not talk about something?
Sorry, guys. I'm going to be okay, this is legit. I'm going to be controlling the Instagram for our podcast pretty soon here, so you'll be seeing more photos on the Instagramma.
Yes.
So you can get to know where we are, what we're doing, that sort of thing. So feel free to
follow it.
Follow our Instagram account. HCFI.
Blah, 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 blah.
I can't remember.
HCI
HCIFHY.
Thank you. But anyway, have a great fucking day.
Have a great fucking day.
Have a great fucking day. Bye.